Hello, people of the internet, welcome back to yet another FNaF news video celebrating the 11th anniversary of Five Nights at Freddy's. And in today's video, we got Youtooz revealing some of their upcoming products for Secret of the Mimic and FNaF 2. We got further details and new merchandise for the FNaF Haunted House at Halloween Horror Nights. And then a whole bunch of anniversary celebrations from Steelwold, Jason Blum, Scott Cawthon, and so many more. So if you're excited to celebrate the 11th anniversary of FNaF, let me know your favorite FNaF memory in the comments down below. Also, while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe because you want to have post notifications on for tomorrow, because I'm hosting a charity stream for the Trevor Project. We're going to be replaying every single FNaF game. We got donation milestones from Jazzware showcasing some of their upcoming brand new products, as well as 2 brand new reveals of Youtooz products. So please come out to the charity stream. It's going to be a lot of fun raising money for a very, very good cause. And now, speaking of Youtooz, let's hop into their news. Because recently they revealed an upcoming Toy Bonnie plushie. This guy looks absolutely adorable. I've seen so many FNaF fans fall in love with this guy already. Recently we also saw a Toy Chica plushie, so FNaF 2 is going for a very cute wave of plushies, as the figures take a bit of a dark turn, as we can see a brand new Youtooz figure for Shadow Bonnie. Now it does look like this guy's reusing the Toy Bonnie base mold, so this might be a chase version of the classic Toy Bonnie figure, kind of like what they did with Nightmare Fredbear and Nightmare. And then lastly, for Youtooz, they revealed some concept art for a Party Time Chica plushie. This is of course the Chica that we see in Secret of the Mimic. So I'd love to know what are your thoughts on all the brand new Youtooz reveals, and again, we got more reveals coming tomorrow on the charity stream. And speaking of Secret of the Mimic, Hex just revealed a brand new shirt featuring some Mimic characters. You got Jackie, you got White Tiger, then you have the Elephant and Mycelium Man mascots. So it looks like we got more Mimic Hex products on the way, and also Ennard is releasing soon, with Hex showing off a better view of the hoodie with art by Snartles. And of course, that wave is going to have the Ennard plushie, it's going to have pins, it's going to have a shirt. And then lastly, for merchandise, the Halloween season is creeping up on us, and so is Spirit Halloween. Unfortunately, no FNaF animatronic this year, but luckily, we do get a Freddy Fazbear plant pot, which might be the next best thing. I'd love to know. I guess, what are your thoughts on the plant pot? And now moving on to Halloween Horror Nights, which is rapidly approaching. We got the Universal shops putting up just a whole bunch of brand new merch for the Haunted House. As you can see here, you got shirts featuring the characters. You've got the Dream Theory notebook from the FNaF movie, which is absolutely incredible. You got some pins of the movie characters as well. Love that they're including the yellow rabbit. He looks incredible. You got a security badge, which looks awesome. And then just, again, a whole bunch of merchandise. They're really going all out. My wallet is not going to be happy after this trip. But then I'd say most importantly, we got some brand new details on the Haunted House from the Hollywood Reporter that reads, FNaF House in 2023, Hollywood's Blumhouse Behind the Screams showcase highlighted Five Nights at Freddy's 8-foot-tall animatronics. A moment for Murdy that led to a decision. The only possible way to do this is with Jim Henson's Creature Shop. Both the Orlando and Hollywood teams connected and brainstormed on their ideas before bringing their blueprint to Henson, who helped affirm what was possible. Then, Murdy notes, they divided and conquered, with Hollywood taking the lead on creating the most complicated animatronic figure that we've ever done for Halloween Horror Nights. While the animatronics are impressive, Sauls explains that guests will see these characters in a variety of ways, with some fully animatronic, some that are puppeteered, and some that will move in a way that you think that they're costumes. Adds Aiello, the Blumhouse film team and Five Nights at Freddy's filmmaker were building those costumes and their setups to get a shot. For our application, it's about how we create something that can sustain the amount of time it is in front of our guests and the length of time that our event is open. Within the house, Murdy teases that Halloween Horror Night goers will see a fully animated Freddy Fazbear performing like he would in the movie or the video game, in a space that mirrors the textures, tones, the carpet, the pizzeria booths of the film. In addition to the dilapidated showroom, she teases walking through the pizzeria's kitchen, the janitor's closet, and the security room, where there's a complete one-for-one replica. While much of the focus is on the house's advanced tech, Murdy notes they haven't forgotten the human element essential to delivering the jump scares with a little more gore. It's also in the films, but it's the kids who live inside the animatronics. So there's a thread going on in the house of the ghost kids showing up, and there are all those guys who broke in to trash trash the place. You get quick shots in the film of Carl when his face has been ripped off by that horrible torture chair, but I wanted to know what happened to all of them and to bring that level of scare to the experience as well. There is a lot to take away from that article. What stuck out to me the most is the fully animated Freddy Fazbear character, performing up on the stage in a space that mirrors exactly what we see in the movie. One-for-one replicas of the kitchen, the closet, the security room, as well as appearances from the missing kids and the wrecking crew. It sounds like they're really going all out for this haunted house. I cannot wait to see what it looks like. And now before we move on to the big anniversary celebration, we do have a bit of unfortunate news regarding a specific FNaF book, and that is, oh boy, Five Nights at Freddy's Secret Artifacts, Confidential Evidence from the Archives of Fazbear Entertainment Incorporated. I always love reading out that name, because the book has been postponed indefinitely, meaning we do not know when this book is going to be released now. And this has upset a lot of FNaF fans, especially the theorists, because this is that in-world novelty book that includes a whole bunch of in-universe items and artifacts from various FNaF locations like Freddys, Circus Babies, the Pizzaplex. So hopefully at some point we can see this book be released. I'd love to know what are your thoughts on the status of this book. And finally, let's end off this FNaF news video by celebrating the 11th anniversary of FNaF. Crazy, absolutely crazy that it's been 11 years since the release of that very first FNaF game that has kicked off this entire franchise. I cannot thank Scott and everyone else involved with FNaF enough, because truly it's changed my life. It's given me this channel, this job, it's given me you guys, so massive shout out to Scott, massive shout out to you guys for supporting me. And so to celebrate the anniversary, we saw a couple posts from various people involved with FNaF. First up was Steelwool. In the morning, they released this artwork featuring Foxy in Pirate's Cove. They said, just survived the night, they said. 11 years later, we're still not sleeping. Happy birthday, Five Nights at Freddy's. From jump scares to fan theories, we're still watching those cameras. Jason Blum, in classic Jason Blum fashion, cryptically celebrated the anniversary by posting 3 numbers. 4018 is the amount of days since the release of FNaF 1, 651 is the amount of days since the release of the FNaF movie, and then 119 is how many days we have left until FNaF 2 releases in theaters. The Pop Goes team celebrated the anniversary as well, showing off a Pop Goes evergreen poster featuring an unwithered version of Freddy. Celebrating the first anniversary of Into the Pit, we also had a post from Megacat Studios featuring Spring Bonnie all dressed up in a birthday hat, and they said thanks to everyone who explored its 8-bit horrors, braved its jump scares, and kept the story alive. Of course, this day wouldn't be complete without celebrating you. And then finally, towards the end of the evening, we got a post from Scott himself, and he said, hey everyone, I just wanted to take a moment to thank you all for 11 years. I apologize for not having something special planned this time, but there are a lot of great things happening, not the least of which is putting the final touches on the movie, which I can't wait for y'all to see. You know, ever since I received that first piece of fan mail back in 2014 addressed, quote, to Foxy, I knew there was something special here, and I've tried my best to make sure every year brought something new and exciting for the fan base. So even though there isn't a big anniversary event of some kind, just know that everyone involved in FNaF right now, myself, Steelwool, Blumhouse, Scholastic, Universal, and others, are working hard to bring everyone another great year of Five Nights at Freddy's. This isn't just the 11th anniversary of FNaF. It's also the 11th anniversary of this incredible fan base. I appreciate you, from Scott. Now, with just how massive FNaF's anniversary was last year for the 10th, and also how much stuff we've been getting recently, from Secret of the Mimic to a brand new movie trailer, I don't blame this anniversary for being so slow and honestly just so quiet. It was really nice to hear from Scott, and from their post, it sounds like they're cooking up a lot of good FNaF products for us this next year. Of course, I'd say the big thing is the movie. We got that coming up in December. Scott confirmed they're putting the final touches on the film, which is super exciting. We know from Scott's interview last year that Sewell does have something planned beyond Secret of the Mimic, so I wouldn't be shocked if he's teasing that, maybe again a Secret of the Mimic DLC. I know a lot of people were really hoping to hear something about the VR mode for Mimic this anniversary. But that's gonna do it for this FNaF news video. Again, make sure you're subscribed and check out the charity stream tomorrow. It's gonna be really fun, really chill. We got some really good donation milestones, and of course, it's for a fantastic cause. So thanks so much for checking out this video, and I'll see you all on the flip side. Happy anniversary, FNaF. Goodbye.